Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how you can build your own custom base cabinet if you're a cabinet maker. The same techniques, you can use them for closets, garage, or whatever else you can design using Pro 100. So I'm going to resize the virtual room that I have in front of me. I'm going to use 150 by 100, and the height I'm going to go with 96 inches, just standard. Then as usual, you always want to start from this position 0 0 0. So new element. Now you notice my elements by default are always 31.5. You can change that if you want to, but that's for a different video. So once you bring the new element, this is your left panel. Now this is where you're going to decide whether you're going with frameless or you're going to have frames. In this video I'm going to demonstrate frameless, and I'm going also to build my boxes, the toe kick, separate. So this I'm going to make it 23 and a quarter and 3.25, and the height I'll do that 30.5. So that's what I'm gonna have. So that's in position 0 0 0 right there. Okay, so I'll make a copy, doesn't matter what size. The new element, put on the floor. Gonna align the fronts right there, then stretch. But before that we're going to have a back panel, so let's bring it in, resize it, and then align the tops so that you can stretch it all the way down, and then the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna make a copy of the bottom and resize the depth maybe to 18. That will be maybe my shelf. Okay, see that? And then make a copy of it, go up, align the tops, and this time, by the way, just by looking at the top I can tell something is wrong, so I need to make sure it's aligned. Everything must be aligned properly. Right, so this top I just made a copy, resize it to 3. It's gonna be my stretchers. I don't want to lock it because I might want to resize this cabinet. Okay, make a copy, align the fronts. Of course you want the nailers, so make a copy, rotate that. Now right click, rotate, same thing, and you want to rotate that on the x-axis 90 degrees just once, and there you go. So you slide all the way back and then up, then maybe another one all the way at the bottom. Hold your shift to override collision. And I don't know how you make your cabinets, but I've seen this. Okay, so you want to make sure your shelf is exactly in the middle. How do you do that? I'll use this one. So align centers, this one here. All right, so now if you look at the structure, you'll see we have parts. Now we need to group these parts, because if we don't, then everything is just floating around. So the way you do it, you can Control A to select all, or you hold down your shift and just draw a box. Or you can select it from here manually, holding your control, and as you select the pieces here, you can see what's going on the floor. Every piece is being selected. And then we're going to group, so it's just right click group. This one here, but we give the group a name, and the general box is just a box for now. Now let's build a toe kick. So we're gonna set this aside because it's one item now, it's a box. So the toe kick, same thing. Sorry, bring another one. And you want this to be 4 inches, okay, height, locked. And then I'm gonna make another copy here. Then I'll bring the left side and reduce that also to 4 and lock it. So now I'm gonna have something like this. Actually, like that. Make a copy of this. Okay. And then I'm gonna make sure everything aligned nicely. Okay, so you don't want those mistakes. See that? Okay, then you group the same thing as a group and you give it a name. It's going to be your toe kick, and you want your toe kick to be 20 deep. Okay, uniform. So this toe kick is part of the box, but before we add it there, let's make sure that the box is on top. See that? Everything is aligned nicely. So we can now put the toe kick, group them, and call it under general base cabinet B33. That's kind of a common standard naming. So it simply means this is a base cabinet and it's 33 inches wide. So you click OK. Oops. First of all, I have to group them. Sorry. Group, and then B33. So it makes sense. So B33 has a box. This box got these pieces. We can name each piece. So that's a stretcher, that's a nailer. Doesn't matter what you're gonna call them, just name the parts. So that's a nailer, that's another nailer. That's a stretcher. You can name them twice. Stretcher. See that? Next one, there's a shelf. Where is this? That's the back. That's the bottom. That's the right panel. That's the left panel. That's a toe kick. So now it's meaningful. We can also do the same with the toe kick. You know, name each part, back, front, blah blah blah, for the sake of cut list to be readable and meaningful. This is something you do only once, because once you name all your parts, they'll always be in your library. So let's make a countertop. Countertop, just a new element, and we want this new element to be 1.5 thick. We want it to be 25. and this is a 33. Boom. Bring it up, and there you go. So the doors should be piece of cake. Those just really depending on what overlay you want, but we know this is 30 and a half. We can make all the doors 30. So it's quarter, top, bottom. So let's make this 30 high. Alright. Resize it. Make a copy. Make another copy because we would like to leave we're gonna go, this is spacer. You'll see why. And this spacer is completely locked to 1/8 of an inch. And put it here. Then we put this guy. Then this is door. This is door. So these are two doors. If we group them, it makes sense to call them two doors. Right? So that when we bring them here, you're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to align them first. Make sure this is since it's 33, we're going to have 32 and a half. We already took care of the height, so everything should fit. So then we align it nicely. This is against the wall. So this, we're going to start with this. First, we're going to align this with that. There you go. And then we're going to align it with the countertop. There you go. So now you can see the doors nicely aligned all around. Right. So I can put my two doors part of that. Alright. Oops. Countertop. We forgot to name it. And also grab it, part of the group. So the nice thing is we can make this at 36. If we make a copy, make it 36 and name it 36. Watch. Boom, it is a 36. So now I've made a library and I can save them. Now, of course, you can add the little support at the bottom that I see cabinet makers do for a 36 or even a 33. You know, so make sure that is aligned like that, and it's part of the toe kick for the B36. So grab it, part of the toe kick. So if I click on toe kick, you see it's the group already. Alright, I can delete this, make a copy, and make my 33 again. Just make sure it's 33. There you go. And now it's a library. If I want to see inside, I can right click and hide. And yeah, I see. Oh, let's remove the spacer. And then unhide. That's what I was talking about. If you have any questions, pro100usa.com.